Hey, it's Devin Burke, your coaching guide, getting your best night's rest. And today we're going to be talking about a very important topic. It's how to sleep faster. And you're going to hear some things that you probably haven't heard before. So let's get in, dive right into, first and foremost, why does it take so long to fall asleep? So it's really important to understand that if you're having challenges falling asleep, then there's probably a psychophysiological pattern that's going on. Meaning, if you are not tired, if you don't have sleepiness towards the end of the day, if you have anxiety or I call it activation at the end of the night, then this video is going to be crucial for you to be able to really overcome the onset insomnia, which is really what it's called when you have issues falling asleep. And so the first step really in this journey to be able to fall asleep faster is to stop trying to fall asleep. Now, what I mean by that is very often people that are struggling to fall asleep, what they do is they try to force and control sleep. Now, sleep's one of those things that you cannot force and control. And the more you try to force and control it, the harder it is to sleep. It's kind of like the more you try to control something that you can't control, the more out of control you feel. So doing things to try to sleep is, if you're currently doing anything to try to sleep, you want to stop. And what this could look like, and it could look like believing that you have to take supplements. It could look like feeling like you need to take a hot bath or read a book or meditate or whatever it is. And I'm not saying that those things are not bad. Those things can help support a relaxation response. But if you're doing those things to try to sleep, just do them to do them. Because if you're using those things to control your sleep, it's going to push sleep further away. It's really, really important to understand that. So the second thing that really is helpful is to understand how to slow the day's momentum by creating space. So what happens is our bodies throughout the day build up tension and pressure. You could call it stress, you could call it anxiety, you could just call it whatever you want. But the body builds up this sort of momentum. And it's not always from stressful events in the day. It could be you're loving what you're doing, you're having a great day, and you're just busy. And there's this energy behind your day. And what happens is people take that energy and then they bring it into the night. And then the body, again, is in this heightened state of arousal, which doesn't allow it to rest. So slowing the day's momentum really means creating space throughout your day for your body to drop back into the rest and digest, the parasympathetic nervous system response. And this is as simple as creating space. So not doing one thing and then the next thing and then the next thing. I call this nexting. It's actually creating micro breaks throughout your day to allow your body to shift back into a rested state and then get into the next activity, whatever that activity might be. And this could be as simple as taking 3 deep belly breaths. It doesn't have to take, long. It really is just that simple to slow down and create the space consistently throughout your day so you don't have so much tension and pressure at the end of the day to have to release. So I hope that makes sense. So again, slow the day's momentum by creating space. Now, the next tip here is release and relax. And what I mean by that is towards the end of the day, we're usually holding on to things mentally. We're thinking about all the things that we didn't do, or we could have done, or we should have done, or maybe we're even thinking about the next day, all the things that we need to do, that we're gonna have to do, or feel there's this energy around, oh my gosh, I never have enough time. And we need to practice releasing that mental sort of habit of trying to problem solve at the end of the day. And how you do that is very simple, is you acknowledge that, number one, you're trying to problem solve. Or you're in the past thinking of shooting all over yourself. I shouldn't have done this, or I could have done that. It's really bringing yourself back into the present moment. And this is a mindfulness practice, and you could practice this during the day, but it's especially helpful for people that are having issues initiating sleep, is really just dropping it. It's releasing it. and allowing, again, the body then to drop into the relaxation response, which then creates the greatest opportunity for sleep to happen. Again, you cannot force or control sleep. The fourth tip I want to share with you guys today is really to listen to your body. Now, most of us, most of the time, aren't even aware we have bodies. We're so much in our head. We're stuck in this trying to solve problems, and we're stuck in the fight or flight. And so listening to your body means honoring your natural rhythm. Not everybody really should be going to bed at the same time. So understanding your chronotype. Are you a night owl? Are you a morning person? What is natural for your body, and honoring that will help your body then be able to build that sleep pressure, that neurochemical adenosine that builds up that creates sleepiness, to then have your body know at a certain time that's natural for your own circadian clock that it's time to rest. So honoring your natural rhythm, your body rhythm, is extremely helpful for then being able to fall asleep and fall asleep fast. The last tip I want to share with you guys is to really practice building sleep pressure. Now, building sleep pressure, there's a lot of techniques and tools on how to do this, but most people make the mistake of spending too much time in bed, not asleep. And this is, in sleep science, is called sleep efficiency. So what we want to do is spend less time in bed to increase sleep pressure, which is that adenosine buildup, to then create sleepiness. Now, sometimes at Sleep Science Academy, our clients say, well, I just don't get sleepy. And then I ask them, okay, well, how much time do you spend in bed asleep? And then they realize that they're spending way too much time in bed, not asleep. And as soon as they stop spending so much time in bed, that sleep pressure comes on board, the sleepiness comes back, and they're able to fall asleep within 15 minutes or less. So I hope this video was useful for you. And if it was, I want to invite you to schedule a sleep consultation with my team, where we could help you implement these tools. And this is really just scratching the surface. If any of this was valuable, if any of this made sense to you and you're nodding your head, then I want to invite you, click the link below in the description. You'll be taken to a schedule page, find a time that works for you, and have a conversation with someone from my team so we can support you to be able to fall asleep fast and fall asleep naturally so that you can wake up and really just own the day and get your life back. Because I truly understand when you're not sleeping, when it takes hours to fall asleep, when you're struggling with sleep, life just honestly isn't very much fun, and it starts to affect every aspect of your life, and really it's unnecessary. There is a proven path to being able to restore your natural sleep cycles, and that's exactly what we do at Sleep Science Academy with our clients. So go ahead and click the link below, schedule a consultation, speak to someone from my team to see how we can help you, and I look forward to seeing you in the program very soon. All right, till the next video, sleep well. Take care.